Just want to see City suffer.
I'm crying.
What you should do is cancel that channel.
It's late.
not a lot of people in this building can tell the time.
I hope he's so dead.
Stay humble.
Yo, am I Neil Mulpie? Or Ryan Shawcross? Or Ruud Van Cheat himself?
Man United, we're not in this competition. It's an absolute disgrace.
What is going on? Ruud!
You've been forced to come to us.
We're above you, mate.
He's in the bin, guys.
Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of FCM Football Culture Movement. You already know what time it is. Sunday service is in full effect. Before we go any further, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. FA Cup weekend, still loads of action, still loads to discuss. Before I go any further, it's your host, the most, my Wakroji. To my left, they call him the cult hero. I call him Scully Cams. When the Scully's on, it means that there's business to be spoken about. The one and only Culture Cams is in the building. Not many words said. Doing the cold parlour celly because it's cold in here.
Hey,
but listen, you already know what time it is. And to my right, they call him the podcasting Pepe. They call him the waviest. But today he's in the ocean of trouble alongside myself. But we'll get into that conversation anyway.
Don't forget alongside yourself.
Alongside myself. Listen, you already know what time
Don't
it is,
go
man.
anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Man.
Anywhere.
You know the span of that? Listen, don't go anywhere. But listen, like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. And if there's anyone that's usually in the chat that's not here, make sure you go and hit them up. Make sure you go and retweet the tweet. Let people know that we are live. Just because it's FA Cup weekend doesn't mean that we're not talking. Without further ado, as is custom around here, if you're teaming out this week, did what needed to be done, got the dub, and you're still in the cup, hold tight the next round participant.
Woo! Woo! Yo, put your claps in the chat. Put your claps in the chat if you're in the next round. Woo! Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Look at that right there. That's mine. I own that. That is mine right there. Look at that. It's beautiful. When was the last time you guys touched that? It's been a while, innit, actually?
Been a while, couple finals.
You boys? Since Gaza. Since Gaza. This guy tried to say Raul Mo. This guy... No, don't worry. Sorry, there's a bit...
Hold tight the participants as well. Let's...
We ain't even 5 minutes in, bro. Don't worry.
We're not even 3 minutes in.
Oh my days, man.
We're not even 3 minutes in. That's
Strap
wild.
in, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
crazy.
Don't worry.
But let's start with the game we just witnessed. It was Villa versus Spurs. It was
David versus Goliath.
What's David versus Goliath?
who's David?
You meant this?
Who's David?
Villa or David?
I'm just trying to run narratives.
Villa or David?
Villa or David?
I think that's what he's trying to insinuate.
Goliath, who are you talking about?
Oh no, Villa, Goliath.
Champions?
Yeah, and you're
Bro,
David.
Champions League. Come on,
You
man.
lot are David? What, Kulusevski slingshot?
We ain't even got that no more, bruv. This was hell week, basically.
2 trophies.
This was the you know, all season long I've been saying, yo, Ange is clinging on to his job by the cups. He's hanging on for dear life because that league form, 13 losses in 23. Don't know how much longer this can go on, brother. And then this week, the elimination of Liverpool. I think one of the most embarrassing performances, honestly, in that second half. It was absolutely disgusting. And listen, you understand, Liverpool the better team. Anfield, it is what it is, but fair enough. You got
4
that
excessive, don't it?
4 was a little bit excessive, and it's even worse when, you know, like, I'm there half-time jokingly tweeting, hey guys, it's not 4-0 at least, you know, it's 1-1. They said, hold on just there, my brother. Akhi, take a seat, we'll be with you. And then today, obviously you're thinking coming into this, Aston Villa, we've beaten them twice, funny enough, last 2 times we played them, but they should be the better side. And the funny thing is nobody can be surprised by this result. The fact that we conceded 2 minutes in, I don't even think anybody's surprised by that. Kinski, I don't know what is going through his mind.
Is he on a loan or is he on a loan or is he permanent?
He's permanent. He's a permanent.
He finessed the perm. Oh, I thought he was a loan.
He gave us that one big debut and said, hey, Now watch me.
He's awful.
Brother,
Is it a Spurs thing?
This was a tough watch, man. Don't do that. Is it
No,
an
'cause he's
underbelly Spurs thing?
Yeah.
It ain't underbelly, bro.
Like his first game, he looked alright.
Hey,
And then
man,
Ski,
the
you know.
disease will eventually
Man, like
take
kinky,
over
bruv.
and default settings will restore. And unfortunately, brother, this has almost been it's been coming all season.
Should we
And
tap
I
the
think,
ball by the
every
horns?
Spurs fan has been holding on to a prayer, just thinking one of the cups, please. We hope this is the reason for our lackluster league form because we're going to go on one of these magical cup runs. And then this week we just got nicely reminded, you're not levels. You're nowhere near a cup. You have a long way to go. And Mr. Postecoglou, this may be your final week.
You said it. Let's attack the ball by the horns. I think the thing is, a few weeks ago we highlighted the episode we went here that this week would be make or break because you've got consecutive games where you could be out of both cups. Of course, would it be fair to say that top four is beyond?
Hey!
Man said top 4.
Hey!
Man said top 4.
Okay,
This guy's trolling right now. This guy said top 4.
Europa is Europa.
Europa's done.
Europa's done.
Europe is
So
done.
your season is hinging on the Europa League now. Do you have any faith that Mr. Ange can fulfill his promise?
Hell no! Hell no!
Oh, you want
Not
Europa?
Listen.
Europa run?
Listen, Europa could save the entire season. Silverware, European trophy, Champions League qualification. Bro, it could turn the whole season
Are you
around.
going to do it?
Hell no.
Do you know what the most
I'm telling
Spursy
you
thing
now.
would be? The most Spursy
I do
thing
not
would be
think
getting to the final.
This squad doesn't have the quality in attack. This squad doesn't have the capability in defense. This squad cannot control a game in midfield. And this manager cannot tactically get us out of any holes when our backs are against the wall. Looking at all the 4 of those things, I have zero faith in this squad in the Europa League. And we got Galatasaray next round.
Have you?
Yeah, potentially. It's either them or final PSV, I think. One of the Dutch
Gala
teams.
would be tough, though.
Hey, going over there.
What, Osh?
See you later, mate. You know we already went there in the
What?
group stage.
Yeah, Osh. Didn't
You
Osh
see what they did to us?
What's on the group stage?
Was it 3-1?
Oh,
Was it
damn.
3-1?
Licks.
Was it 3-1?
Licks.
Damn. Oh, don't worry. Listen, leave it to us. Leave it to us. We'll take care of Europa for you, mate. Don't worry about that.
See,
mate.
this is what.
See, this is the thing. Look,
these
he's got-
despicable
don't worry about
creatures, yeah.
that. We'll look after it for
Jamming
you.
offside wins, yeah, and this is how they start acting.
You gotta take him. You gotta take him. Firstly, why is there no
make me sick.
VAR in the
You
FA
make
Cup
me
right now?
sick.
Wait, why is that a thing? Why is there VAR after in the 5th round, but there's no VAR in the 4th round?
Do you want to know
What?
the honest
They're
truth?
trying to
of
save money.
No, I don't even think so. You
What
want the
is
honest
it?
truth?
They want all the small teams that don't have VAR to get packed out in it. Their stadium can't
No, I can't
have
do it.
VAR.
That's what
Oh
it
my
is.
god,
So
that's
they get-
mad.
They ain't fitting no equipment in that.
Yeah,
dusty
yeah.
little
It's
shanty
mad.
stadium.
What I want to ask you is, I think whenever there's a situation where a team like Spurs are playing Villa, it's always interesting for me because I think Villa fans probably feel like they're in the ascendancy. If you
Yep.
look at how their fans spoke about after their window, the players they got in, what they're trying to do, Emery, they very much see themselves as coming to the forefront. Whereas with Spurs, it's kind of like you guys have been flirting with this position you're in now.
Falling away.
When you look at Villa, do you envy where they are in their process? Because before we came onto the episode, you were saying that we could see a situation where Newcastle and Villa win trophies this year, and
Yeah.
it's a slap in the face of Spurs.
100%, because those are two clubs in the past 2.5 years, you would say, they've been building their club the right way. They've got a manager in, they've backed that manager, they've given him players, he's developed an ideology, players that have bought in, they're playing a specific style to play, they can be both hard to break down and they can play on the front foot when they need to. They've found that kind of balance, and essentially Newcastle, what is it now? 2 cup finals in 3 years, 2 Carabao finals. Spurs want to be that. Aston Villa now, doing well basically in the league year on year, qualifying in the cups, and
Champions
if they hypothetically go on to win the FA Cup, I don't think anybody would be mad at it. And you look at it now, what is it? Chelsea's out, Spurs are out, Arsenal are out, Liverpool are out. If Villa are in a strong position to go on and win this now, and
Guess
if they
who
did,
else?
you would look at their project. Stop trying to make it all about you, yeah? They don't care about your dusty little devil club, yeah? Let's talk about some serious institutions. Listen, with Villa, I don't think anyone would begrudge them. And you ask any Spurs fan, that's how we always kind of wanted to be. Going on these deep cup runs, being a competitive team competing for these Champions League spots. And we were that for a number of years. We've slowly been crumbling away. Whether that's Son and Kane papering over the cracks, whether that's getting in big name managers to, you know, oh, we're building a project of win now. And then you bring a guy in now who's meant to be a project manager. You've kind of half-bakedly backed. The squad is completely falling out of its arse. And let's be honest, we all know he's a dead man walking. I feel like the board are just clinging on to him now for almost like a shield. Because they know that as soon as they get rid of him, all the attention turns to them and how they've run this club over the past couple of years. Because what you just said there, Villa and Newcastle have come into the picture over the past 2-3 years and completely eclipsed us. They would not want to swap situations with us now. Yeah. You asked any player who's moving potentially this summer, would you go to Tottenham Hotspurs or would you go to Newcastle or Aston Villa? 9 times out of 10, they're picking those two. And that just says it all.
What I find really interesting as well is, from a Spurs perspective, you mentioned about how the board move. It almost feels like the Spurs board give the fans something a little bit, and it's always a tiny little thing. It's never a taster. So, for instance, the signing of Matthias Tell, it's someone that a few teams could have probably done with, and it's one of those signings. It feels like we're gonna do this, so they don't say that we didn't try and get 100%. Anyone in the window. But
good finish, though.
But great finish for him.
Great finish.
Amazing finish. And yeah, you left it set, but it's like we've done this just for no reason really, because we're not going to really back the team to change their season.
If we were a serious institution, that signing would have been done first week of the window, because you knew that position needed to be addressed. Yeah. And that's the frustration with a lot of that window. Even Danso coming in. Danso could have came in 4 weeks earlier. You knew that centre-back position needed to be addressed. You've been playing Archie Gray and Ben Davis. For fuck's sake, how much more do you need? So it's the lack of reaction. It's almost like it's not proactive, and it's always like last minute. Oh, we'll give them a bit of drama. Oh, it's a big name. The PR will go over well. And it's like at this point now, bro, this board has been running this club for 24 years. Spurs fans are so almost numb to this at this point. Like,
so
I don't know if I honestly have the energy
to go again.
Oh, like, if a new manager comes in now, what are you gonna sell me on? A big name, a project manager? Oh, he plays attacking football. Oh, we're gonna back him finally. I've been sold and resold every variation of a dream. Bro, I'm ready to check out, man.
Do you know what's mad? You sound tired,
bro. I am.
Do you know? And we're gonna get to Chelsea. I'm at that stage where I'm tired. Like you still have that.
You don't know pain yet, bro.
No, but you still you've come in here like FA Cup.
Yeah, bro.
FA Cup.
Yeah, you know I always leave with Sutton every season.
That used to be me.
That used to be him.
Every season I'm leaving with Sutton, bro.
But that's the frustrating thing, I think, with Spurs as well, is
you can't even fumble your way to something.
Everybody in their worst periods will collect something. Will leave with something.
Even Arsenal did as well.
Arsenal in their worst years were collecting 3 FA Cups. And I'm like, in our best years, we couldn't. In our worst years, we're not even getting close. We don't even look like we have a semblance of a club. It's actually like, I've always said, it's a social experiment, bro, to just see how loyal you can be to a cause that leads to absolutely nowhere. It's like the never-ending circle. You're just going to be chasing your tail, doing nothing, achieving nothing, living nothing, just nothing.
It's facts. So what is not even asking you if Angie and I know what your thoughts are. You just can't bother for all of that. But is he gonna get sacked?
I think
he is. You think this is coming?
I think
if we beat you on the weekend, do you think
if you beat us on the weekend, it will be like the Nuno when he took off Lucas Moura and all the boos ring round. Because even today, like Mikey Moore coming off, you could kind of feel that was one of those. Hey, you're losing some of the crowd here.
Saw something, yeah. Everton have a game in hand, yeah? I think it is. They win their game in hand, they actually go to 30 points, I think. Man United have 29. I think you guys have 20. No, you guys have 29. I think we have 30 maybe.
Yeah.
Check that.
Yeah.
So we've got 29, you've got 27. Everton have got a game in hand. If they win their game in hand, they're joint points with Man United with better goal difference. So that game between us two, one of us two can end the weekend 16th.
16th, yeah.
Because if West Ham and Everton win, they lap us. So one of us two could end next week 16th. 16th, Fuad. Fred. No, deep it. 16th. There's only 4 teams below.
The last time
there's only 4 teams below.
And let me tell you something.
the last time I spoke about this being around this level, they had to remove the glass from around me.
let me tell you why it's funny as well. The saving grace you've got is that Wolves will probably not get any closer to you guys because they're playing Liverpool, and Liverpool will want to like get retribution for loss to Plymouth. That's crazy. That is.
Oh, they're playing Liverpool. Yeah, you said they're playing Liverpool. Okay.
I think.
Okay,
Just say,
come on, Salah.
Let me say this. I think United and Spurs are genuinely so lucky that Leicester, Southampton, and is it Ipswich
are the worst.
Are
teams.
just 3 of the arguably worst sides the Premier League has seen in a while, and that gap isn't a little bit closer because they should be in that mix.
Boy, they got a poll out on DR right now. What next for Spurs? Bring back Poch, Graham Potter, Ten Hag, or stick with Big Ange?
I'm seeing the murmurs of
Graham Potter's got a job.
Yeah. Graham Potter's got a job. I'm seeing his murmurs of bring back Poch.
Poch won't come back.
Brother, he's in the
USA. Poch won't come back. Poch ain't got Stockholm syndrome.
Next World Cup's coming to the USA.
True, that's impossible.
I don't see him making a jump. And then secondly, it's like, why do you lot keep wanting to go back? Why do you lot keep wanting to go back, bro? And it's like,
it won't end well.
The thing is
that
I'm cautious that I don't want to have the same conversations that we always have.
I was thinking Nagelsmann.
I'm conscious that.
Let me not do this. I got one more with me.
Man thinks that he can attract Nagelsmann.
No. All I was gonna say was, what's his Germany situation? Does his contract run out this summer? And I was like, no, it's next summer. Let me chill.
I'm conscious that
Gareth Southgate, Ten Hag,
Michael Carrick,
Kieran McKenna. That's the level, man.
I heard that Gerrard's just left Saudi.
I said Gerrard. You know, he's actually behind. I think he's behind. Oh, he's behind you right there. Look.
He's actually behind us.
He's actually behind us, bro.
Wait for his interview. I'm conscious that because you do a weekly episode, some of the themes that we might talk about may be repetitive. So I want to bring like a different lens of conversation. Do you ever see a world, that the situation at Spurs can change? Because I say that to say, we know that Daniel Levy's making a lot of money from Spurs. We know that he owns owned the stadium. Yeah. So in terms of like with United have obviously managed a situation where they sold to Sir Jim.
Yeah.
Do you ever envisage a world where you might sell to someone else, or there might be a sporting director that actually comes in and helps the football side of things? Or is this are you just signed to a permanent end of?
I think truthfully and sadly, over the past 5 years almost, you have to accept that this is the situation of the club moving forward. And I don't see a world where Levy even sells, because one, I feel like he's built the stadium, so he's going to have it at a premium price. The fact that it's a club in London, the fact that it's a club that has a high turnover rate and is able to generate money, he is always going to want a premium for this. And I don't think any buyer looks at Tottenham like an interesting sporting perspective. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think for him, he's got the value too high, and outsiders will never have that same valuation. So therefore, he will always be the guy there. And we have seen evidence of the past 24 years and even the past 5 years, the amount of times we've been resold projects, it's going to be the same thing over again and over again. And you think of it in terms of wage brackets, when have you ever seen Spurs try and break that wage structure to be like, you know what, okay, we may not have the biggest names, but we're going to try and push ourselves. And as long as this ownership is at that club, there isn't going to be that ambition to ever win things. They just want to be good enough to almost be a brand name. When they got that big six co-sign, that kind of, you're one of the big boys, that top six club, for them, that was like the golden meal ticket they've all been waiting for. Let's get some Champions League football. Let's build a stadium now. Let's do all of this. Now we can go and get Jose and get all of these types of managers, but you're not actually doing it to win. You're just doing it just so you can get all of the accolades and get involved in these Super League conversations. And it's all like, I feel like Levy doesn't own the club in order to actually be a top chairman, to actually turn up to these Premier League meetings.
What's the other guy's name? Joe Lewis.
Let's not even speak on him.
Joe Lewis.
He's a ghost investor.
John Lewis.
I think it's Joe Lewis.
No, it's Joe Lewis. It's Joe Lewis.
Joe Lewis.
But I feel like Levy owns the club just so we can go to his almost like rich private parties and talk about.
It's like a monopoly thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the monopoly thing of Tottenham this year.
I've got a football club too.
We've gone from 500 million turnover to a billion.
So them rich private parties.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I didn't want to say what I really want to say, but you know what I want to say. Them private parties.
Listen, let's before we go any further, there's like 2.5 1,000 of you in here. Let's smash the like button. There's few too many likes. Smash the like button. I'm going to read out some super chats as well. So, Noisen says, hands up if you're in the FA Cup.
Oh, hands up if you're in the cup. Hands up if you're in the cup. Hands up.
I'm not in the cup.
If you're in the cup, hands up. Hey, yes, I'm in the cup. Thank
English
you very
Talent
much,
FC
mate.
says Ten Hag Foundation could make Man United get 3 trophies in 3 years. Masum says Fuad, back your orange guy Ten Hag, time to cook. English Talent FC says WWE storyline 3 straight Manc finals. Rashi lost 1-0. I'll save this one by D3V1 for the Chelsea segment. I want to speak on Shawan says when production Leah's back, too much Cam top red.
I can't celebrate a win, eh? Can't celebrate a win.
Oh man. Make sure you smash the like button. I want to speak on Villa. You mentioned something I find really interesting, that you feel that more players would go into Villa than Spurs.
Yeah.
I think Spurs' window was so interesting because so many players said no to Spurs. And I think Villa, in terms of what they've done in terms of their window, Marcus Rashford, Asensio, like the players that they got in, I think in terms of Premier League clubs in recent years that have gone through a transformation.
And Disasi.
Disasi, yeah.
Shout out your
Disasi,
boy, bro.
my guy, man.
Man ain't shouting his twin.
Try to hide him in the back.
Shout out twin, bro.
Axel.
Bro.
In terms of that transformation, from them going from
Glow-ups.
Championship to Champions League to flipping the Grealish money to making signings, the way they've handled their situation,
They've done well.
I think it deserves a lot of plaudits. Like Newcastle, of course, they had Saudi money coming and everything. Villa's been a very different proposition.
And they got Chinese money.
I think they've got
I think
American money.
they've got some foreign investor.
I think it's American
but
money.
they've still got the original chairman, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken. And
Is it?
the one that came out when Grealish left and gave
Yeah,
that big
yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
But what I feel like with that club, you have synergy top to
Yeah.
bottom. You have
Yeah.
a chairman that wants to do well. You have financiers that want to put the money
Egyptian
in.
money, American
You have
Egyptian.
sporting director Monchi,
Yeah.
one of the best sporting directors out there. His job at Sevilla spoken of all the time.
Yep.
And then you have a manager, Unai, who is that level of club, that Europa League underdog. He is a match made for that. So it's almost like perfect harmony,
Synergy.
top to bottom. And then you look at the squad. The squad isn't big star-studded names. Now they're starting to get bigger profile names. But even those bigger profile names are players who maybe were unwanted at their previous situation. And they're like, come over here. We got a good environment going on. You can turn that thing around. And listen, that's the most important thing I'm realizing. It's a good environment.
Yeah.
That's why players want to go there. You're going to be earned. And the thing is, they're not cheaping you out on money as well. But when they're playing players like Pau Torres, when they're talking about covering most of Rashford's wages, they're not penny pinching, bro.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where you're getting Champions League football. You're going to be playing at a good level. You're going to be playing in the Premier League. Listen, Birmingham ain't the greatest of places, but hey, we could do that
in terms of London,
for 8 months of the
Birmingham's
year, you know what I mean?
not They got China White. They got China White.
101.
101.
At least it ain't
bad up
Wolverhampton,
in
you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what, though?
Go on.
There's a war going on at
There
Villa.
is.
But you don't know what it is, do you? There's a war going on that I'm noticing. I think a certain man is actually taking his celebration back. Yo, it was originally his, and lately he's saying, yo, it's still mine.
You see his interview recently?
Yo, I saw his interview.
Yeah, big up Miles for the interview.
The celebration is coming back home.
Morgan
Cole.
Rogers.
Cole, don't let, yo, you stole, don't get it snatched off you right now, bro.
Wait, Champions League hat-trick?
Has Cole got that?
Mm.
He's taking it European.
Have you dropped it in the Champions League
He's
or the
taking it
Conference
European.
League?
He's taking it. Yo, Cole is doing it domestically. Roger said, yeah, let's take it global. Let's take it global,
Hey.
mate. You better get your chain back, bro. It's getting popped right now, bro. It's getting popped.
Brother.
Yank like this.
It's getting popped, bro.
What's the Nines video? Hey, this is the old shape. This is the old shape.
Don't ever compare me to the dabbing ass
The
rappers.
new shape is out, bro.
Man. Before we go further into that, quickly on, it's only right we speak on the cameos from Rashford and Asensio. Good cameos.
Yeah, no.
Good cameos. Good
Confident.
cameos.
Anything? Were they special?
It was good cameos.
It was alright.
It's good cameos. Good like.
Rashford on a nice little
Who's
header
this?
early doors. I know the United fans like, hey.
And crashed on Danso, innit?
But let's talk about Chelsea. You're mentioning you're tired
with Spurs. I'm at the stage where I am fatigued
Man,
with
you know,
Chelsea.
I can't lie. I'll be laughing when Chelsea fans be telling me this shit.
No, but let me tell you.
what?
20 years of drinking from every silver cup available to them, every trophy available, kissing it, and now they're telling me they're fatigued.
I'm fatigued.
Now they're telling me they're fatigued.
Fatigue.
But
Now
listen,
they're telling
man,
me they're
struggles
tired.
don't
No,
have
4
to be
years
the
ago they
same.
won Champions League.
Literally.
They're tired. Man.
Tired.
Struggles don't have to be
Spoiled
the same,
kids,
man.
bro.
Listen,
You know them ones.
struggles don't have to
They
be
celebrating
the same.
signings,
It's like
everything.
you know that rich kid that always used to eat packed lunch at school. The one day he gets told to eat school meals and he's
Yeah.
acting like, yo man, what's this? Bro, eat your food, man. This is your slop you made.
Struggles don't have to be the same, but honestly, like before the Brighton game, I said to myself, you know, it'd be very funny if we have to play this team twice in a week and we get knocked out the cup. I spoke to a lot of Brighton fans recently. You know what they've said to me? They said, this season's been up and down, young manager. We're missing the experience of, players that we sold in Caicedo, Cucurella. I said, the players we bought, fantastic. We've robbed that team of everything they had. And we still can't beat them. we took everything, Cam. The only thing we didn't take from them is the stadium.
What was that thing? You killed the man, not the idea.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's disappointing, man. I looked at the performance and I just thought to myself, if I forget the identity of what Chelsea was, then I'll be fine with where we are. And now I feel like I'm sounding like John Obi Mikel. It's like, back in my day, Drogba would do this. Lampard was there.
Yep.
Ashley Cole was there. This guy was there.
Sound
But
like-
it's the
yeah.
truth.
Mikel, man.
The truth is, people think Mikel's a madman, but he's actually just speaking his lived experience. If you look at what Chelsea were and what Chelsea signed and what Chelsea were trying to do, that idea of Chelsea no longer exists. We're at a place now where we get knocked out of the FA Cup and it's kind of like, but Pochettino got to 2 finals.
Yeah, everyone's angry. I know all of Chelsea's board members these days, man. Who's Paul Winstanley, mate? I see, but I'm like, yo, he's having a tough ride out here.
Joe Shields,
Every single
Paul
second,
Winstanley.
Paul Winstanley. I'm like, damn, every loss is Paul Winstanley, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I say that to say, like, everything around Chelsea is no longer about winning. There's always an excuse for something. There's always like a...
You're an agency.
Thing to say. It's literally like we are portfolio. We are, like, big up Underrated. Underrated, the thing, them man made on the thing, and you buy your player and you have stocks.
Yeah.
That's what Chelsea football are. We bought loads of players and invested stocks, and hopefully the stocks go boom in one player.
Yeah.
That's what Chelsea is now. I don't see a club that is dedicated to win. I think the biggest indicator for me of that was our window in January. When I look at the January transfer window, I look at it as an opportunity to make a statement of intent of whatever you want to do. Or so you guys get telling, and I thought to myself, okay, you guys want to show that you can get some goals, cool. I saw City spend 200 million in January, and for me that was okay. We're
Trying to get the horse back. Yeah.
I saw United sign some young players that fit the sort of ideology of what Amarin wants to do. Of like,
We had an underwhelming window, bro. Our window is underwhelming,
No,
bro.
it was underwhelming.
Even
But
sign
you're
an
signing
attacker.
They're trying to gas up mid.
No, but still,
That's up Arsenal under 18s and that.
the wing backs you're signing Dorgu. Yeah, it's like, this guy will fit the idea somehow. Do you know what Chelsea signed?
Black
Chelsea
Danish.
signed a lighter version of me.
Oh yeah, who is this guy? I'm a good.
He might be my cousin.
Bruh. No, you got bad at Chelsea. I don't know. You got bad
I
at
need
Chelsea,
to
bruh.
see him at Chelsea training ground.
Bro.
You need to rock up Chelsea training ground in full tracksuit. I guarantee
I'll be
Like,
on
he's
the
gonna
pitch.
get
I
through the
guarantee you
gates.
get on
I
training pitch.
guarantee I'll get on the pitch.
Wear the
Literally.
snooting as well, and then just
Yeah.
I guarantee you bust through straight away. But that's Malo Gusto. Let him.
But you
But
lot spent a lot of money though. That's the thing. Like you spent 1.4 billion in 3 years.
But this is why it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because at least with Spurs can say we didn't really back ourselves in the window to get top 4 and everything. We didn't really do anything. With you guys, you're penny pinching. We blew the bag.
Yep.
We hit big in Vegas, got the bag and blew it, and we
Average
really
players, I
have
told them.
nothing to show for it.
Average
We have
players.
nothing to show for it, and that's what's concerning. I remember many moons ago, I said, imagine like winning the lottery, and then in 2 years' time they see you and they go, bro, what happened? It's like, oh yeah, I spent the money.
Yeah.
I look at the portfolio of what Chelsea spent the money on, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not
where a club of this magnitude should be. Like finishing top 4, that should be a given for Chelsea.
Don't even know if you're gonna. Do you think you're gonna get that?
We have to. We have to get it. I said a few weeks, we have to. Imagine not getting top 4 after being in the position we're in, because I think you have to use context here. Being where Chelsea were just before December and not getting top 4 is an abomination.
Yeah.
It's the abomination with what you
Title
have.
talks, it was.
Of what you had at your disposal, well, it's abomination.
It's the Maresca experience. That's what it is. It's
And
the
then
Maresca
what makes it worse
experience.
is I'm not even gonna put. I don't even want to put this on ether, but imagine a funny world where Chelsea don't win the Conference League.
Yo, nah, that is the one.
Don't joke
Bro,
with that one.
That's
but this
the
is what I'm
automatic
saying.
dub.
No.
But this is what I'm saying.
Mayowa, don't fucking joke with that
This is
one.
what, language, but this is what I'm saying.
We are gonna bring belts in that episode.
Oh.
Wait, I'm taking a belt to Cobham.
Bruh,
We're all taking
taking
belts to
belts,
Cobham,
yeah.
and you're gonna be running with them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
think you're gonna be
We're
belting
doing it
with us?
We're whipping you
we're
in
whipping
front
you.
of the players, and we're saying this is what you do to your fans. Boom, boom, boom. Bro,
Don't let that happen.
But that's what I'm saying.
Noah's
But-
Ark winning
but no-
conference ahead of you. Okay.
Because
Hey, yeah.
the reason why I say
Hey,
it is because on this channel, we've always said that managers and words mean a lot in football. Your biggest gripe with Ten Hag was that he didn't feel with any confidence. I had the same gripe with Graham Potter. Graham Potter is still at West Ham saying that my players gave it everything. I have had to go and do some like revisionism and look at back. And I'm like, Enzo, what have you been saying to us all season? When it was a title talk thing, I didn't look too much into it. But brother, like this situation is not a good situation, bro. Like we're just floating. We're just existing. No
You know
one
what?
fears Chelsea.
The thing is,
no
though-
one expects much of Chelsea. The idea of what Chelsea were and what we are now, after spending whatever much we spent,
Let me
But
say this though. Is
it's
there not a
spooky,
part
man.
of this where you have to almost take your medicine in knowing that when you hired Maresca, you hired an inexperienced manager who had only had one full campaign in getting Leicester promoted. Similarly, like when Arsenal brought in Arteta, they knew there was going to be teething problems. They knew there was going to be issues. When they had back-to-back 8th places, they were like, hey, man, trust the process. When you lot brought in Maresca, you knew it was going to be a long-term thing. You almost surpassed expectations too early doors, I feel like, in this season, the way you started. Is this almost not like a time where now you have to give him the time to kind of figure it out?
for me, it's
When
not.
you
Because
start high
I feel
and
like the
crash,
pressure.
it's always-
I feel like the
it's always
pressure's getting almost to a point where it's like, yo, this guy's not fit for the job.
That's what you're
If that
seeing.
makes sense.
People don't think he's
And
good
I'm
enough.
like,
thing is, what's
because I'm
happening
already
is-
seeing talks of, hey, Poch got us to 2 cup finals last year.
What's happening is a lot of people are questioning
Two
Maresca.
Wembley trips.
A lot of
semi-final.
Wembley trip, sorry, yeah.
A lot of
semi-finals,
people
yeah.
are looking at the board sideways. What a lot of people are realizing is it's almost like, you know, when Paul Merson said the Men in Black thing, and you forget what it.
Yeah.
People are going, hold on, wait, 1 second. In the amount of time that we've been in this situation, we've spent how much?
Yeah.
We've assembled what? We have what to show for it? If you gave 1.5 to United right now, I'm pretty sure United will make something decent out of that money.
We're flipping that.
I think United would make something half decent. If Daniel Levy was given,
like that one.
if Daniel Levy was given, if Daniel Levy was given 1.5 to actually spend, not to save.
I could say, wallahi, I don't think less than 50% of that would probably be spent on transfers.
No, but I'm saying if
He'd
he
be
was
pocketing
given
the
to
other
actually
half.
spend on transfers,
No, he'd pocket the other half.
still.
I promise you.
But even
2/3 of that you're not seeing. And it's not appearing on club books either.
You know what is though?
Don't
I
you?
think
Bro,
though.
you think his accountant Seychelles is...
Cheers.
Hey,
The real situation is that the pressure is really piling on now.
Yeah,
Chelsea
the
fans are
pressure's piling
nervous
on, but-
because they don't know where the season's going to end. They're nervous that the club that they once saw is not the same thing. Because when Maresca's coming out and saying we can focus on Conference League and the league, it's like, my brother, the Conference League should only be in the bag. Like the league, we should have banked top 4 already. So it's like people are panicking and realizing the club is not the club that they first sought out anymore. It's not. It's
But
the portfolio.
players, though.
I
It's the
think
players, though. You know what? All
And
the
the
time,
players
though.
not good enough as
all
well.
that's the thing,
Players
though.
not
All
good
the
enough.
time, you know, we talk about club, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Sometimes I sit there, yeah. When you're complaining about Amorim, you're complaining about whoever.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do have to look at the recruitment, right? You look at the recruit. So that's why I get why Chelsea fans are upset about the recruitment and stuff. But you look at the recruitment, and I look at Man United's team under Ollie, which weren't winning anything, and I'm like, yo, we had some high quality players, you know. We had Pogba, we had Greenwood, we had Rashford at his best, we had Martial at his best, Bruno at his best, Matic and these guys, and I'm like, wow. Then I'm looking at our squad now. I'm like, the biggest difference between us now and then is our players are so much worse. And that's the case with you guys, though. That is the case with you guys. The teams that you guys, and I'll keep saying it, I don't care what nobody says to me, the teams that won the Champions League with Tuchel, when you had Reece James flying, Ben Chilwell flying, Antonio Rudiger, you had Kante, Jorginho, Mount, these guys, that was a better team than what you have now. Your team, for me, is significantly worse. So when I look at the Chelsea team, I'm like, you really are kind of where you should be. Like 4th to 7th is probably where you should be. So the reason is, obviously, it started bad. It started really good for Maresca, but the crash down. Now, when you start well and then crash, that's when it looks worse, right? So I still think Pochettino should have probably got more time, whatever. That's a whole nother discussion. However, what about the accountability on your players?
No, the players.
Like, because Paul Winstanley, he gets drawn out, I get it. Maresca's going to get drawn out. Pochettino's going to get drawn out, whoever. But, like, Sancho, what's going on with him? You've robbed Man United. What's going on with Jadon Sancho?
Boy.
Well, yeah, what's going on with Nico Jackson? You started the season with, like, 8 goals, and all of a sudden, you've gone missing. You got him coming from. So, Caicedo, his performances of what it was at a certain standard, they're starting to slide. But sometimes you drink the poison of the club, everyone starts falling. Levi Colwill. I'm sorry, you looking like a tall Jadon Sancho. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, Malo Gusto. Now, I will put that down to, I personally think Maresca's ruined Gusto because this inverted gimmick is shocking for me. However, you got to look at you got to look at your players as well, man. Your players, they're getting away with it. Every bad result is Paul Winstanley. Every bad result, it's this person. Your players ain't doing enough. And by the way, your fan base flexed them players. So that's the thing. You were flexing them also about 6 weeks ago. That's the thing that it's like, you lot have switched it up real quick.
The biggest takeaway, you see as I'm saying portfolio, the biggest takeaway is when you're spending that much to assemble a squad of young players, because that's what they're trying to do. Looking at the names, looking at the performances, I can't hand on heart say that this is the best crop of young talent in the world of football. Do you get where I'm coming from? So that means that the money's not been spent as it should have been spent.
Till Sancho was kidding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But it's true.
That's actually crazy. You can't call you. Someone said lighters. Man just said, bear man, look at that troops. You're disrespectful, bruv. You're actually disrespectful. Actually disrespectful.
The way I'm using that from now on.
Oh my days, bro.
But with if you look at the performances, it's like, it's almost like the players know that there's no pressure to perform.
Oh yeah, because you've lost your standards.
You sound like me last year when I said, when you give average players 8-9 year contracts, why would they have pressure to perform? Do you remember when I said that?
There's no pressure to perform because
life goes full circle, man.
The manager comes out and says, we're focusing on the league. We're focusing on conference where you're playing bums. Everyone's getting paid weekly. You're young, so there's no real expectation because of what's going to be said.
Chelsea,
we're building
Chelsea
a project.
Don't even play Champions League, Europa.
Yeah, well, no, but
man's got a B team, an A team.
Yeah, but even with all of the stuff, it's like, we're building a project here, so there's no expectancy to do anything in and now. I come here every week and say, it's young players are going to have peaks and troughs in their performances. There's no real standard or accountability of where players should be at. The one person that actually gets them held to standards, or the few people that actually get held to standards, are Cole Palmer.
He's starting to drink.
Enzo.
Is he drinking the poison?
He is. Cole Palmer and Enzo. Those are the players that get held to standards. Enzo because he won the World Cup, and Cole Palmer because he was performing at mad heights. Everyone else, it's kind of like,
it's big money,
None you don't score for weeks, it's fine.
Yeah.
Pedro Neto, you bought for 60 million, you don't score. You score one goal, you tell people to shush.
Yeah, he's
like,
mad.
No one gets.
I was doing this. I was like, all right, what about next week, brother?
As soon as they start putting Caicedo in Gravenberch talks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I think
interesting observation.
Love it, bro.
The standards that are set at the Chelsea at the moment are not what I'm used to at Chelsea. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm stuck in this Lululand where the Chelsea I grew up on and loved is where it was, where we signed real men, where we signed like
it's gone, brother.
Like
Brother, no, hold on. He doesn't understand it. Let me tell you from
This is the
someone that's
hand on
been
the
there.
shoulder me
Yeah.
right here.
Bro, let me tell you from someone who understands. It's gone, brother.
Bro,
It's gone. You're reminiscing of a job like how I do with Ruud. It's gone.
Can I give you like a false
gone.
equivalence here that I had the other day? Yeah. You see, when we signed Fernando Torres, we were signing someone that was going for a rough time, and we said, "We're gonna change your life, brother." Do you know what the equivalent of that is today?
What?
The signing of Jadon Sancho.
There
Can
we
you see
go.
the difference in like?
Just give me my money. Just give me my money.
Can you see-
25 million.
Can you see the
bro.
difference of
Give me
places
my
where we
money.
are?
Give me my money, bro.
Can you see the
25
difference
million.
of places where we are? Like the Torres one was like, there's a world class striker there. We're
Yeah.
gonna revive. With the Sancho one, it's like we saw glimpses, like
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that's where we are now.
Just give me my
It's so-
money.
Do you know what's
It's-
crazy? Is that I think that's a bit of revision because Torres wasn't even that bad when he was leaving Liverpool. He was
But this
still
is
scoring.
bro,
No,
but this is what I'm
he was
saying.
on his way
He was
out.
falling off, but he
He was
scored
falling off,
two
but
this-
against Chelsea
Yes.
before.
No, but
So-
but do you see what I'm
was falling
saying?
off.
You know when when we were making them signings,
Yeah.
it was the VATs. With the Sancho signing, it's like we're hoping.
For me, I just think when I look at Maresca though, man, I don't know, man. Maresca just doesn't give me like. I like actually the way he speaks.
I was gonna say
Lately, I don't really like what he's been putting out there, the Conference League
Yeah.
thing, and we don't want where our aim is actually top 4 next season. That was all weird. But for me, I don't know. When I look at like Maresca, I just feel like he just doesn't give me like original vibes if it's football. Like it just feels very imitation. Do you know what I mean? And it might not even be like Pep imitation, but it just feels like very like.
What is his imprint?
What? Yeah, you're just doing gusto inverted just to say I'm inverting my fullback. I felt like that at some
But that's
point
why
under
I feel
Ten
like
Hag
you
as well.
actually
Like,
have to give him time here, almost like to figure out. Like end of the season, I feel like okay, you can really kind of judge him. But I feel like now it's almost like backs against the wall. If he gets Conference League
Ideologists.
top 4, all right, you're calm. But if you don't,
Fuad, I agree with you. I think my bigger issue is I'm thinking big picture. I'm thinking, okay, Chelsea get top 4 and Conference League this season.
yeah.
Are Chelsea genuinely trying to build something where they get back to where they were? I can't with confidence say
I think
that.
that's
I don't.
isn't
I
that the
don't
idea
think so.
with signing all these youngsters though? It was almost like the FM. Hey man, we're gonna go get the database and we're gonna hope these wonder kids become good in about 2 or 3 years.
that is definitely the plan.
That was definitely the plan. Caicedo, Enzo, Gusto.
Yeah. You still got Kenny Pie,
Estevao.
Kenny Pye.
Kenny
Kenny
Pie, Kenny Pie. You still got
Kenny Paella.
bro, you still got Estevao. Like these are
Yeah.
still young players. That Santos guy looks serious. Yeah, I mean,
But
so
bro,
for me,
you see
I
what
do.
you're saying?
I
We
still
still didn't
do
have to
think-
integrate all
I
of
still
these
do
guys.
think it is but I still do think it is a long-term project.
Sterling coming home.
Whoa, but I think it's almost like a 4-year. You're gonna see the fruits of the labor.
Listen,
and
Rome was
now is
built
the
in a
time
day.
where you kind of have to bite your tongue and just kind of just achieve the bare minimum. and the bare minimum is Champions League
Let me not lie
and
to you.
Conference
Let me not lie
League.
to you. How many times have we said this before about Chelsea since we got the money?
No,
in?
but this is Chelsea under Maresca. I'm not looking at Chelsea under Potter. I'm not looking at Chelsea under Poch.
I don't think you can look at Chelsea's
This is
exclusively under Maresca.
This is becoming a thing I'm realizing with Maresca. He's almost holding the burden for everything Clearlake.
No, but I don't think it's the burden. I
Yeah.
think it's you have to look at what Clearlake are like.
But what about Poch though? Didn't he have the same situation?
That's what I'm saying.
And he had mad
I do.
injuries. He had
I
some
I'm saying.
I agree.
injuries.
So what?
But is it
shiny
is
new
that what's gonna
toy
be with
syndrome?
every manager? They're going to
Yeah.
be shackled with what all the other previous
But
managers.
Fuad, I don't know what's going on. It could be shiny new toy system like where it's like, listen, broski, you had us there. I know we told you that you're not supposed to win, but you could have done something. We've got a new toy. We've seen this new disciple of Amarin in Portugal. We're going to go after him. I don't know where the club want to go.
The thing is, how many times do you see, like, it's hard because how many times do you see like a group of like wonder kids, for example, just all develop together, then eventually just become like league winners and stuff. It's very rare.
Coach
That's
Carter.
right, but that's right.
It's very,
That's where I
very
agree
rare.
with,
Though.
like the January was a missed opportunity because like you have a lot of these talented youngsters, and as much as they're going to develop or whatever, I feel like over the years or over the windows, you do have to add key personnel in terms of experience, leaders, guys who are still going to kind of drag them through in certain moments where you're going to have dips and kind of tough moments.
That's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. So when you have these like young players that all together, and the thing is, we got to remember, development's not linear as well. So football moves quickly.
Yep.
Once upon a time, Mudryk was part of this system. Now he's on a drug ban. Do you know what I mean? Like anything can happen, bro. Oh, he's not in a drug ban, but he's
What the hell
under,
has happened to him?
He's under drug investigation.
Yeah.
So then you've
His-
got like anything can happen. Like 1 second, Levi Colwill is seen as this super wonder kid, and now you're looking at like he's not. We need to get someone.
Yeah.
So it's not just the case that you're gonna get all these
not
really
linear.
good and they're just gonna all rise
It
together,
doesn't work like that.
and then you just add one piece and your title winner.
It doesn't work like that.
You got to try and find the blend. It's hard. Like Arsenal, I think they've probably been the closest in terms of they had a really, once upon a time, they were the youngest team in the league at some
Saka,
point,
ESR.
and they've kind of developed. But what's happened? The old guards of Van Dijks and Salahs, and that they're going to win the league.
Yeah.
When you look at City, the big dogs, KDB,
Yeah.
these men, they win the league. Rodri's. It's hard to see that. It's rare. What Man United did it with 92, but even then,
You still had leaders, some real men.
Eric Cantona and that on the
Yeah.
pitch.
No,
So
man. And
it's
that
not
point-
easy to do.
That point is the bigger thing. I remember at the beginning of it, I was like, Thiago Silva going, he had to go, but where are the rest of the leaders? If you're not signing any players over the age of 25, you haven't got people in there that have been there, done that. And now, with where Chelsea are in this project here, if you're not signing older players, you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 in this change room that are going to be your leaders of what Chelsea are tomorrow.
Bro, Tosin is being called uncle at 26.
27, yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Maybe because of how he plays. I don't know if it's because of how he is. Maybe it's because of how he
They're
plays.
looking at it like,
I don't
oh,
know. Why is he not declaring for Nigeria? Until he declares, I'm on to him, bro. And even then, does he get into Bassi and them, man? I actually don't know if he gets in anyway.
Uguchukwu and
Shoemaker.
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, real ones. What's Tosin waiting for though? Now let's have it right. I know you've probably seen a good man. I can see your face that, oh, that's my boy. But what's he waiting for? Yo, what's Tosin waiting for? He's doing a Shola Amiobi, bro. Don't have it. Don't.
He did say that. He was waiting for the England call-up when he was at Fulham, when he was having that good
He had a
run
good
of
season.
form.
He was with for
Yeah, listen.
Southgate whispered in his ear, man.
Nah, he needs a reality.
He needs to come to Lagos.
Both parents are Nigerian, probably as well, innit?
I said,
Come on,
it's not
man.
one.
Bro, come
man.
on, both parents, come on.
Fam, his name's Tosin.
Tosin, bro, come on.
His name's Tosin.
Stop acting, man. You're Nigerian, not Mike. You're Nigerian, not Mike. You know what? You're Nigerian, bro. Yeah, and England's not coming.
No,
With due
on
respect.
the road, because I could harp on about Chelsea all day, and like, there's a lot of talking there. Basically, I was disappointed by the loss. FA Cup. We're not even going deep in the FA Cup.
Chelsea used to be
mad.
Wembley visitors every season. Well, you were under Poch.
Guaranteed Wembley visits. We're not going there.
You are
No
a piece
domestic
of
cup
shit.
for 7 years. It's not good. It's not ideal. Now for the rest of the season, I'm going to be watching performances of everyone very, very, very closely, because our run of form ever since the whole we're not in the title race has been abysmal. I think we won 3 games in that time.
Spreadsheet Excel
poor.
time.
That's poor by any standards. I don't care if you're a youth team, if you're under 8s team, the form has been piss poor. So now we need to see character from the manager and the players. And the point you're talking about, the sport directors thing, I understand why people are getting angry. They're saying that, listen, it's bare people trying to assemble something. But at the end of the day, the sport directors are not on the pitch. The sport directors are not picking the tactics.
Yeah.
They've done what they've done. Now everyone else has to figure it out. People need to rise and stand accountable. So
Right, boy.
Who's this evil Saka at your club?
Tariq George.
Tariq George, yeah.
That's it.
Do you remember?
That's it. Evil
Oh
Saka.
my day. I saw it on my timeline yesterday, yeah.
Remember Kid Ink?
Bro, I thought it was Saka.
Yeah,
I
Kid Ink
thought
was
someone
with that
did
evil
that. You know
Yeah.
Have you seen the Grok thing where everybody
Yeah,
else see
yeah,
that?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was a Grok. Someone put in Saka in a Chelsea kit.
Oh my
I said, nah.
No, that's
you
not-
don't got a doppelganger. That's crazy. Is he good?
He's decent still. He's decent. He's
Winger
decent. He should
as
play
well?
more. Yeah, he's winger. He should play more. He should play more.
Hey,
He should play more.
you need to wheel him out, bro.
He should play more still. He should play more. He should play more.
What's his real name, man? I know it.
It's George.
George.
Tariq.
No,
what is
George
it?
is Tariq George, yeah.
Tariq George.
Yeah,
Oh.
He's
Ghanaian.
Jamaican.
No.
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian,
Ah,
yeah.
first.
Now, to be fair, that does sound like more
Bro,
Jamaican.
come on, man.
D3V1 said, Mayo would love to hear your opinion on fans saying owners out and growing turmoil between fans and owners. Listen, man, people are frustrated, man. People want their old Chelsea back. That's what it comes down to. So DV31 said they had an ex-rugby player to establish a winning mentality. These owners are taking the piss. It's the owners now. Mayo, you can become the next PR head. Listen, man, I don't want to do PR, man. I just want to change it, man. Frankly,
new
Lampard
PR
says Gusto ruined and Reese's next inverted fullbacks is Skull.
Facts.
Dow Square says Maresca taking Chelsea down to Leicester's levels. Boy, it's mad.
Listen, FA Cup stuff. Let's speak on the surprise of the weekend.
Thank you, Plymouth. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you know
You've
what?
done us a favour.
Do you know why football is so funny?
Thank
Salah
you.
versus Hazard. Salah versus Hazard. Only for Hazard to come and raise his ugly head.
What?
The
Wait, what?
goalkeeper's called Hazard. Oh my mad says. Listen, we always gonna win this battle, baby. Hey, listen. Listen, we're always gonna win.
Man said his name's
We're always
Hazard.
gonna win. Don't speak on my boy. Don't. Salah high.
Salah was even playing, bro. Salah didn't
Bro, he
even
wouldn't
play.
even made a squad.
Salah high.
I'm like, damn.
Hazard's always, we're always
Hey,
gonna win.
you know who's the nastiest piece of work?
What?
Isaac, did you see his tweet?
No.
Stat line. How can you put this stat
Oh,
line?
yeah,
up
yeah, it was
against
like a
any person?
6.4 or
Didn't even play.
And people bed retweeting.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I said, nah, that's crazy.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, so funny because we were just speaking on Inside Scoop about
Bro, 2 days
quadruple,
ago.
and he was like, it can happen. Liverpool can do it, and then boom, next game, Liverpool out the FA Cup, man. It's crazy.
Plymouth.
The Plymouth. But the thing is, I looked at the squad. It's a poor. He put out a very weakened squad, but it should be enough, innit? Like,
Yeah.
but I didn't listen. I'll be real. I'm not gonna sit here and do big analysis. I didn't watch the game,
The
so
substitution
I came. I saw 95th minute. I saw 1-0. I couldn't believe it. I thought, why am I gonna watch Plymouth v Liverpool? It's gonna be an easy
The
win.
substitutions he made smell of don't really care. If I'm being honest.
He didn't bring on Curtis
He
Jones.
didn't,
Yeah.
To be fair, he didn't have much on there.
But he had
Curtis
Jones
was
on
the
there. He
only
didn't
He didn't bring on
senior
Jones.
player.
I was like, yeah, you don't really care.
Yeah.
You don't really care. In a way, I hear it.
Imagine winning treble first season.
Crazy, but
I think
I guess the thing is that extra game in the FA Cup and everything, the opportunity cost versus the 3 that he could win,
yeah.
he probably takes that. The what I would say with that though is
Oh,
Where to-
Jones
where to-
was ill.
where to Paul Bridges. Is that calculated risk though? Because Newcastle might have something for them in the final still.
They could.
And then that's it. That's one down.
He's
Yeah.
thinking about the Prem and Champions
He's
League.
thinking about Premier and Champions League.
Yeah, let's have it right. Prem and Champions League is what they want.
And in your first season, that's dope.
I don't
Oh,
think,
of course.
I don't think you want to go out to Plymouth though.
No,
I think this
no.
is one of those games where, all right, B team guys, show me what you can do out there type thing. And I think guys like Diaz, I think
Chiesa.
this season you might be in trouble, brother. Gakpo's coming of
Anthony
age.
Gordon.
They've tried you in the kind of middle role. And now in the B team, this type of game, I feel like you should have been you and Chiesa turn up. I think
Chiesa's
Chiesa
stinker,
is another
man.
one as well where
He's here
those
for a
two-
vacay.
Italian players in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think Tonali might be the only one that's kind of
And that's
defying
because he's been thugged out now.
Yeah.
He's moving like a thug on the pitch, isn't it?
Listen, he's been hanging out with them
Yeah.
Brazilians for too long,
Yeah.
but I just felt like with some of them senior players, they were big disappointments today, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Diaz moved on in the summer.
You reckon?
I think so, yeah. I think he's.
It'll be a
You think of it, he's
calm
now been here
time too.
3 years.
28,
He
29.
hasn't really hit the heights that I think Liverpool fans expected him to. He's 27 years of age. They paid 70 million at the time, and
Was
I
it
think
70?
for as much as it was around that time. It was around that price because we bid. I remember, and then they outbid us or
That
in and
sounds
around
about
it.
right.
55, 70 million, somewhere around there. Anyway, Liverpool fans, let me know in the comments. But I don't think he's delivered what they were expecting. And I think the frustrating thing with him is he's got all the ability, all the individuality, all that kind of little technical brilliance that
They're
you
saying
need.
he's 45. But yeah.
45. Cool. I was a couple mil off.
Yeah, I saw a tweet from somebody. I saw a tweet from somebody that said Diaz, Nunes, Jota, Elliott, Tsimikas all finished their Liverpool careers in this performance.
I agree. Tsimikas is another one. I think Tsimikas, to be fair, has been a dead man walking for a while. But
No,
I
but
think
Tsimikas is weird, though,
in
because he
Diaz's
has-
case, I think this was the type of game.
Tsimikas was weird though because he had the opportunity. It was that Rob was looking like he's on last legs.
to be fair, Robbo has ran it back a little bit.
He has,
maybe
but-
not ran it back, but he's now
He's
an
revived it a
experienced
little bit.
head years.
He
He's
stopped
not
the bleeding.
He's not that attacking
Yeah.
fullback
Yeah.
that he used to
He
be.
stopped
but
the bleeding.
yeah, he
He
stopped
stopped
it.
bleeding
Yeah.
out crazy, and he
Yeah.
just plastered it for
That
a bit.
Walker, he's in that Walker era now.
Tsimikas-
Not this current Walker, but you know that little Walker had a
Since
little.
Tsimikas grew his hair out, finished. I promise you.
He's
Short
there.
hair
So
Tsimikas
he's there
was
for
good.
the Anfield coffee shop videos. You know what I mean? The like AXA
Well, Google
videos,
Pixel, Google
AXA
Pixel.
videos, and that.
Google
You know they got
Pixel.
they got a little coffee
BTS
machine now.
character.
Yeah, proper BTS character. Yeah, that guy that's friends with everyone.
What do they call him? The Greek. The
What was
Greek.
the thing he said to Trent? They call someone something. They was at a zoo or something like that. And there was something that
I don't like the way this is going already.
Yo, you call a monkey? You saying you call somebody a monkey or something, bro?
I knew you was gonna go there. It was fucking hilarious. It was Aina. It was they were saying they were looking at hyenas.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Oh, there's a hyena," and he goes, "This is the Nottingham Forest wingback." Aina. Come on, man.
He treaded
Don't do
there.
this.
He treaded there. He treaded. Oh, yo.
Hey, he's lucky there's no VAR in the cup, boy. He's lucky there's no VAR in the cup.
Boy, nah. But I think that's, listen, really and truly, it's nothing big for Liverpool's season.
Yeah.
They wanted to make history. I guess it's big, but I feel like the only winners here are like United, Man City's. Oh, Plymouth, obviously.
Yeah, I can't lie. This looks dark for Wayne Rooney though. Wayne Rooney left. They beat
That's so
two Prem teams. They're going up.
You see the
new
Plymouth manager's
he's
speech?
a aura farmer.
Yeah, he came in. He started doing some serious speech.
Serious aura farmer.
Serious
Hey,
speech.
Bro,
you know
he's
this is
kicking out
one thing I'm
times.
clocking here. There's a lot of these football
age.
league and national league. They've clocked.
Yeah, they're
it's all
all
about being a
farmers.
personality.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
the
QPR
tactics.
got that in
If you
mind.
can bring a little
Yeah.
graft to your
Yeah,
speeches,
yeah.
Bro,
you're
he was saying, I
clear.
want all
You're
of you to look at each
clear.
other. Fight. Bro, man he kicked out Morgan Whittaker and then lied on him saying that he didn't turn up for the game. Morgan Whittaker's coming out and saying that, no, he said that we're not going to play because I'm accepting bids. These managers are moving crazy.
That's like, do you remember last season, was it George Elakobi?
Yeah.
With Maidstone.
That was a
I
good
remember
story.
that
Yeah,
one.
that
I
was
was
a
like,
good story.
yeah, I'm
Giving
with
speeches to the
this.
fans, yeah.
Yeah, that was proper.
But I think for Liverpool, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think
They'll be
That'd
happy
be
the
interesting.
quad talk ain't happening anymore, man. They'll be like, yeah, get out of our faces, man.
some of the fans always go a bit too far. It's kind of like, oh, I can't believe we had the opportunity to make history. And it's like, listen, at the end of the day, man, you're doing well.
Everyone should support us
What?
through the FA Cup round now. It's, I mean, let us get to Wembley 3 times in a row.
I'm looking
FA Cup
forward
final.
to seeing an underdog win it for once. We haven't
Why?
seen one of those
What,
in a
you
while.
guys wanted Coventry to
Get-
do it
get
last
out of
year?
here, man. Get out of here.
Settle down,
I
man.
don't want to see no Man United. I don't want to see
Why?
who else is left in it. Arsenal? No, Arsenal.
No,
are out.
Arsenal, we got them out of here.
Yeah.
The City
Villa,
still in it. City, Newcastle, Villa,
yeah.
Man United.
Out.
Are they like-
Newcastle Carabao Cup, please. Go take that. Give me a Villa win. Give me a.
you want Villa to win it?
I wouldn't mind.
City
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, City is still in it. City.
City can failing season, but we left with something. You know what I mean? So
Nah.
This
Give me
is the-
City.
This is the perfect segue though, because
Give me City.
despite everything
You
that's
don't
going
want
on with
Give me
United,
City. Give me City. Give me City.
despite everything that's going on with United, on a personal level, I'm happy for you. Obviously, pick up your work with FA Cup
Cheats.
and whatnot.
Thank you, mate.
You're flying about and whatnot, but also you have something to salvage because it'd be a very sad pod if you all came in and was kind of like, oh my god.
That is mine. That belongs to me until the end of the season. I hope you
See how you
guys
changed
know.
it?
I like this false confidence.
But it does belong to me to the end of the season. We're in the next round. What is it going to be in the 5th round? It's kind of good vibes. You know what I'm trying to say? What can I say for the cups? Europa League and the FA Cup, life's good. Shout me next week. Premier League.
Hey,
you're going to see a whole new
If you
camp.
watch Cams on all platforms,
You're gonna see a whole new
the
Cams.
past 2 weeks I've been watching him
It's so funny.
subliminally, seep in a new narrative.
Yeah.
What's
Cams is trying to run this new narrative of,
Oh my
hey,
God.
We're a cup
we're
team.
a cup team,
We're a
guys.
cup team.
You see,
We're a
our
cup team.
football, it's not built for the league.
Camp-
But you see the cups,
Amrin's
we
got
could do a
campaign
little
football.
something here. We could, maybe Europa League, maybe we could do
Maybe,
something.
let's see.
I'm watching you, brother.
Bro,
I'm watching
Let's
you
see
closely.
what happens. This season, we're a cup team. It's the facts, though. We're a cup team, bro. We're not good enough in the Premier League. We're a cup team. But
when
the
Ten Hag
Europa,
was doing it,
Europa and FA
He's
Cup.
a bad guy.
Cool when they do it.
is
But the problem
but
when
when
I do it,
Amorim does it, it's
We're picking up his mess. We're literally picking up Ten Hag's mess.
what did
but
you make of the performance though? Because all United fans were like, this is shambolic.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad, bro.
That's why he wants to talk about everything but the game.
Nah, it was bad.
Because he saw Southampton last week,
Yeah.
came there and schooled them.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But you know what I mean? Look, like, only people I'll give credit to, Garnacho came on. I think Bruno in the second half was a bit better.
Yeah.
Who else came? Xerxes cameo as
Yeah.
well was a good cameo as well. But it was bad. It was, bro, first half especially, like, the fans started singing attack. I was like, fair enough. This is starting to get a little ring to it now. You know what I mean? I was vibing to it. It was just bro, honestly, it was a mess. It was more about the experience that what I was doing on the pitch and all that type of stuff was cool. But in terms of the actual football, in the end, we didn't win it in a way that I said it on United View. Didn't feel like we won it in a way that Amorim would have really even wanted. We kind of just won it in a get the ball to Bruno, you boot it down to Garnacho, and then anything goes from there type vibe. You know what I mean? And then we scored from a set piece, which was offside. You know what I'm saying? But which Ruud van Nistelrooy kindly told me that it's offside. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm taking Ruud. I'm taking your pictures off my wall, bruh. I'm taking your pictures off my wall, bro. I'm taking your pictures off my wall.
Do you want to tell the people what happened?
Hey, Ruud,
do you want to tell the people
you'll
what
never
happened?
lift that. You'll never lift that. You'll never lift that. Ruud van Nistelrooy, you'll never lift that.
Explain to him what happened.
You'll never lift that. You'll never lift
They
that.
say never meet your heroes. This weekend,
He's been waiting for this moment for so long.
Bro, I went there.
So long.
for weeks was telling us, yes, we got Leicester in the FA Cup.
Bro.
Ruud van Nistelrooy is coming back to Old Trafford.
Yep.
Bro.
I'm going to meet him.
Yep.
I'm going to get a great photo. All my childhood memories. Let's go.
Wait, hold on, wait. Production.
You heard me, bro.
Production. Can we go and roll the tapes? Please.
What tapes?
Can we?
Is there tapes?
Garcon, can we?
Garçon,
Garcon,
you ain't got tapes of this, have you?
Garcon, please, can we roll the
Of
tapes?
what?
Let's keep the conversation going anyway.
Nah, listen.
Nah, this is
Tell
what
the people
happened.
what happened.
This is what happened. So, I'm in the stadium. Man United don't have cameras. We don't have replays in our stadium, bro. I can't tell it's offside. So we win. And obviously, I know Van Nistelrooy's like character from when he was a player. He's kind of like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm getting to the tunnel now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the tunnel chilling. I see Amorim. I see Maguire. Yeah, they're all like, yeah. Ericsson is like, hey, my friend. I'm talking to Ericsson, quickly rapping it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Casemiro. I'm chatting with a Champions League winner. We're vibing. I see Ruud. Bayinda comes out, yeah? And then him and Bayinda are speaking. They're just having a quick conversation. But I can see Ruud is a little bit animated, a little bit. Then the media person comes out. Yeah, Ruud, we need to... I'm thinking, you've only got one shot. You've got to take it here. You know what I mean? You got to take it. I'm a bit nervous. This is my goal. I go to him. I say,
So rude.
Ruud, Ruud, can I get a picture? He's like, no. I'm like, and then when he says no, he's like, half a meter. I'm thinking, what are you talking about, half a meter? Give me my picture, bro. What are you talking, half a meter? I go to
Mr. Shoot your hand.
He's like, no. He's like, no. Half a meter, man. I'm like, what's he talking about? Then everyone starts telling me, yo, Maguire was way offside. I was like, my life, man. I was like, my life. It's blown it now. And this guy's going to go and get sacked. And I'm never going to see him again.
No,
I'm never going to
this
see
is so
him again.
beautiful.
How heartbreaking, bro. I've met Rooney. I've met all my guys. But Ruud was the last one.
Wait. So what?
The final
last
Infinity
one.
Is there
Stone.
an underbelly thing? Like,
Bro, this time I don't think it's even an underbelly thing, man. This is just...
Nah,
you
man.
win some, you lose
I
some,
love
man.
that.
I'm telling
That-
you, man.
When Cam told me that made my week.
Bro, man said no.
That made, as a
man,
hater, that made my week.
Man said, nah. I was like, yeah. Well, I was like, listen,
Yes.
you'll never lift that, mate.
Yes.
That's the thing, Ruud. You, as a manager, you will never lift
Yo,
that.
You know the best part is,
You will never lift
if
it.
you look at the back of every single Cam stream,
Van
you'll see a
Nistelrooy.
number
Nistelrooy,
10
yeah.
Van Nistelrooy shirt.
I'm never gonna.
What do you think he did when he went home?
Getting ripped down.
Invincibles.
Ripped it off. He ripped it off.
That ain't showing up in my streams no more, bruh.
ripped it
I'm
off.
gonna do a whole new striker tier list just so I can put him bottom. Just so I can put him bottom.
Look at it this way. If he stays on,
He ain't staying on. And even if he stays on, where am I linking him, bro?
in the championship, you man, I can't relegated.
Yeah, bro, it's the FA Cup. My link is the FA.
Yeah, man.
We ain't linking him again, bro.
Yeah, man.
We ain't linking him
That's
again.
crazy. They
Hey,
actually
someone
say
said
don't
phase-
meet your heroes.
Someone said phase one back.
Oh.
Bro.
Actually, you know what,
Hey,
yeah? Before we
nah.
leave and everything, yeah, obviously it's been FA Cup weekend there. Obviously we've been very fortunate because of the amazing viewers, our lives have changed and whatnot. What's the maddest story you have, like an interaction and stuff?
I mean, coming down for breakfast last year in Qatar and me getting breakfast and then Makalele and Hazard saying hi to me.
No, it's
I was
right.
like, oh, hi. I was like, oh, how's it going? I was like, we just started small talking. Bro, it was like my first, because we were sharing hotels obviously with all the players as well, and I was just like, bro, what? Like, Makalele is just busting combo. The funny thing is after breakfast, Makalele asking me, maybe I shouldn't say that, but asking me for a cigarette. And me and him are just there, I'm like, yo, this is surreal. Me and him just going back to back on cigarettes. Just small talking.
You know what?
I was just like, yo, it's hilarious.
I got beef with one random guy. I don't know if the chat is old enough to remember this guy. He used to be on Match of the Day 2, actually. Mark Bright.
Yes,
played for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm onto him, you know. Listen, I was like maybe in year 7 or something.
Yeah.
Why does some year 7, only because I'm so into football, why is some little year 7 know who Mark Bright is, bro? Mark Bright, you ain't getting love from nobody. Don't even try it, bro. Nobody's spotting you on the road, bro. He should have taken this. I was in Westfield. I see him. I'm like, oh, Mark Bright. So I'm like, oh, Mark Bright, like, well, go on type thing. He's like, I'm with my kids. I'm with my kids. I'm thinking, brother, nobody knows you like that. I'm only giving you love because you're a Match of the Day, bro. I'm onto him. I'm a big man now. Listen, Mark Bright, I will forever have beef with Mark Bright, bro. Mark Bright, I was a little 13-year-old. You broke a 13-year-old's heart.
Hey,
Mark Bright.
You know what, yeah?
Any baller, bro.
This shit is explaining a lot of Cam's character to me right now.
I'm on to Mark Bright.
I always thought, yo, Cam's pods with a chip on his shoulder. Now it's making sense.
Bro. Yeah, listen, I got Premier League winners, Champions League with people showing me up, but Mark Bright is dissing me, bro. Saying nothing, man. We're going to link up on commentary one day. And I'm going to remind him what he did to a little boy, bro. What he did to a little boy.
Hey, man, I like this turn, man. We need to do some pods like this, you know? Tell some stories of some shit that has happened off pod, bro.
One of the funniest things that happened to me, similar to yours, was it was before the AFCON final now. The Nigeria team are training now, innit? So I'm sat here, Yobo's here, Kanu's here, I'm sat in the middle, yeah? These men are bragging about like stuff they've done, yeah? Then they start talking tactics about what the team should be doing. And I'm just there thinking like, yeah, this and that, this and that.
Yeah.
And then now, someone in the team starts fighting on the pitch, you would probably know who starts fighting and whatnot. Them man are going animalistic. I'm just there kind of like, right, can I shout him as well? Can I shout him as well? That was probably one. Or when they beat South Africa, being on the plane with them, man, sitting next to Luton,
must be mad.
that was a mad one.
Yeah.
That was a mad one. Obviously, like, growing up with him and stuff, that was mad.
Hey, in the comments, let us know if you lot have had any funny interaction with footballers, because I'm sure there have been times when you've caught footballers probably at like a weird, awkward time. There's probably been someone who's bumped into someone in a bathroom or something, like, yo, can I get a selfie? It's like, not the time, mate. Do you know what I mean? So let us know in the comments before we sign off if there's any good stories. We'll try to read them out as well.
I remember there's one time that Pulisic gave me some stiff interview.
Huh?
Pulisic gave me one stiff interview, and I
think I remember this one. This was one of your early ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Zoom thing as well.
Yeah, when you had to be a baller, was it?
Yeah, we're just kicking it.
Somebody said Jamie Carragher spat on me. Yo, let me tell there's even another time, right? The first time I saw Rooney, because obviously I've met Rooney now, but the first time I saw Rooney, Man United 2013, when we won the Premier League, Ferguson's last home game, I was there. I won some tickets, box seat tickets off a Nigerian SIM card called Glow.
Wait.
Yeah? Bro, I won box seat tickets to Old Trafford of a Nigerian SIM card called Glow, bro. Yeah, bro. I ended there. Remember, Rooney was dropped for that game. So Rooney was in his box. I was where Rooney's box is. Colleen, everyone was there. His kids are there. But obviously, you have like fans and stuff that are in their boxes as well. So I just said to myself, like, it was like half time, I think it was, and I said, oh, I just want to go to the toilet. So I'm going to the toilet, and a lot of people are now just kind of going towards the toilet. I'm thinking, okay, I don't know. I just walked into the toilet. I'm using the toilet. I'm by the cubicle using toilet. A figure just comes next to me. But you know you don't look at next man when you're by the toilet. I just look to the left. Wayne Rooney's just doing a piss, looks at me. Bro, I've never seen eyes so blue in my life. I thought it pierced my heart. But I was like, yo. So now, I'm doing my piss or whatever. And then I'm going to go wash my hands. And Rooney's son, Kai, this time was Kai. He brings Kai out the cubicle. So I'm just washing my hands like, it's just me, Wayne Rooney, and Kai in the flipping toilet. I'm washing my hands.
Can you adopt me, please?
Bro, I'm washing my hands. And then again, I'm like, so I'm young, and I can't even really say what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, can I was like, yeah, can I get? And he was just like, he just did like, you're right. But I think he kind of gave me the, get your phone out. But I'm like, yeah.
He was frozen.
Then, bro, from nowhere, some Arab Donny just walks in, grabs him, takes a selfie, and then that's when I clock on like, oh, it's time for me to take mine. I'm like, and he's like the guy kind of ruined it type vibe, and it left.
Did you tell him this?
No, I didn't actually tell him, I didn't tell him. But it was a full circle moment when I actually did the interview. I was like,
I said, I looked in Rooney's eyes.
Bro, and then we blew through me.
Bro,
I didn't look at him. He looked through me.
You know what?
That's
This
when I
is
knew,
fun. I want to read some of these up.
That's when I knew footballers are
people.
different, though,
Yeah.
because Rooney, bro, he was so wide.
Felt the aura.
Wide, blue eyes. I was like, yo, I can't come up against this every week, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I can't lie.
You see how you look at footballers, at our age, now, and compared to like when you're like 12, 13, bro. I remember similar, like Ledley King. I think the whole reason why I support Tottenham. I remember meeting him in like some school trip that we went on. I remember looking at him and thinking, you must be like 7 foot tall, brother. Came to the studio, same height eye level. I'm like, Ledley King. I'm like, yo, it's mad the contrast of when you're an adult compared to when you're a kid.
I met Drogba in Tommy's Kitchen one time.
In whose?
Tommy's Kitchen. You know the shop? Tommy's Kitchen in Deptford.
Is it?
I met him. But you know when you're like, these guys
people said theirs.
These got big, so we've got a few here. So
read them out, please.
So Kenby says, what's the wait in the cafe? Bellerin came through. He was pretty chill and said, safe.
Somebody's telling you saw that comment.
Then some nut.
Franklin is tapped.
Yeah, Franklin is disturbed. Then some nut on the road started shouting at him, and his girl ran away. Met Serdorf in a hotel in Amsterdam once. During AFCON, a South African player threw a bit of grass on my face because he thought I was just being disrespectful when I asked for a pic. Birmingham Airport met Michael Richards. He laughed so loud everyone looked.
Typical,
sounds right. Not with a footballer, but I was once on the bar and Kimi Räikkönen came in and paid for everyone's night.
Oh, that's cool.
Got Kimi. I bumped into Eric Cantona in Walrus in Sheffield before he went to Leeds United.
That's cold.
Someone said, does Glow even exist anymore?
Bro, I don't even know. Does it? Does Glow exist, bro?
It might be MTN said. Met Bellerin at Puma Bape launch. Everyone's meeting Bellerin.
Girth checks is
crazy. Girth checks is crazy. Bro.
I know you did as well.
No?
you know, man looked in his eyes and went.
Hey, you know what? No, I'm gonna read the super chats. Let's go, man. Let's get out of hand. Conor Riley said, super chat said, I met Tyrone Rings outside Dicey's nightclub in Dublin 2017 as a student. Asked him, did he mean to stamp on Zlatan? Of course I fucking did. Hilarious.
Now that was one of my favourite back and forths, him and Zlatan. I can't lie. That was straight going for each other.
Yeah.
We might have to do like a favourite, like coming together sometime after that dumb trophy thing. Park Life Manager says, Cam's done all that glazing for Ruud to do this. That's mad.
Bro.
D3V1 says, had to change my name because Fuad struggled with pronunciation. Big up FCM Pod, love the vibes.
Big up.
Jammer says, Cam speak on Marina.
Really?
Marina Gavrinská, Chelsea old fixer.
Marina? You don't remember
Chelsea.
Marina?
Yeah, what about her?
Just speak on her.
What'd she do though? Well, she won the Champions
her
League.
LinkedIn,
That's all
man.
that matters. She's better than Paul Winstanley.
Cat Fat says, have you seen City as bad as they are right now, but still above Newcastle? But you wouldn't think so with the narrative surrounding teams below City. And City are battling themselves.
Yeah, City are champs.
Oh, you know what? Champ and dud of the week.
Yeah.
So
let's get
there's
it
only
on the
one
show.
champ and there's only one dud. Champ of the week, one of our own, AFTV Arsenal fan
Guest
TV.
last week.
Guest last week, Lee Mark Judges. At the age of whatever he is, still going out there, still winning semi-finals, doing more than the Spurs.
Hey,
Rocking the Iron Robin look.
Hey.
man said he wears mercurials, bro.
With the base layers and the
Base layer
gloves.
gloves.
Hey, he
Has he got
unlocked the full
flair?
package.
Has he got flair?
Look, he's got,
Bro, he got man on the
left man
floor,
behind him.
bro.
Left man
He's
behind
got
him.
man on the floor, bro.
He's trembling. Look at him, footballer.
Pressure.
Winning semi-finals. That's what I like to see. Real men still playing football.
That's hilarious.
You guys got back to playing football this week, so I will give you my respect. I've been asking you man to play football,
Listen.
but that is my champ of the week, unanimous, and there's a dud of the week. Montoya, por favor. Montoya, por favor.
I hear him though. I hear him, bro. If I saw that, yo, I might shoot up the set. Huh?
He set
He
pace.
set pace. He did a mad thing.
Yeah, but I heard he was just like doing a little thing.
Nah,
the
bro.
exchange rate didn't make sense. That currency, that's only women who
Play
do that,
stupid
innit?
games, win stupid prizes.
Hey,
Yeah, then
Montoya.
yeah, then somebody's
Por
got to
favor.
get. Nah, yeah,
they're
nah.
saying that. They're saying
Apparently he took her back though. That's where the big L is. That's the big L.
But what they're saying is
Hey,
that
they need to
they're saying that he
translate
plays.
that, man.
They're saying he kicks ball.
Does
as a
he?
defender. I
man.
tweeted that.
What?
Yeah, I was saying that.
He's a
Con-
cock block.
Conte-
Yeah, I can see it. He's a
Conte
cock block.
Conte would have done wonders with
He's a
him.
cock block.
Him on the wing back like that. You see how he's
Yeah.
winging on the
That's true.
Victor
can
Moses
tell.
role.
Nah, he's
He
a
would have been.
fullback.
he would have been
100% he's a fullback.
but
Montoya,
yeah,
yeah.
man. Montoya, por favor. That's my dud of the
I
week.
think champ Plymouth. Can't ignore that.
Oh, FM is chunk dud as well.
That was actually going to be my dud. The dud, Sports Interactive, for what you have done to us this year.
And listen, I've
in
got
the
people. I've
football
got people
community.
over there, but I've got to
Listen,
free the truth.
I have homies over there as
Yeah.
well. Listen,
You
I
guys
understand
are
if you lot
duds.
don't want to send me the code for next year,
Yeah.
but what you have done to me this year,
Yeah, it's pain.
It's
unforgivable, lads.
But we always stick
The-
with
the
FM.
delay-
You got
the
to stick
things-
with FM. That's
Of
got
course,
us through hard
bro,
times.
FM will
FM's always
have a
been
place.
there for me.
But this year, you remove all of those game
I
modes.
know,
You
man.
delay the game, and then
Yeah.
now you cancel it completely.
That is wild. Missing a whole year is crazy. They must take this. And you know what else I heard? I heard that on LinkedIn they're looking for a lead game designer.
Don't
Bro,
do discount.
I think they might be going bust. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yo.
I think the
They're
most
out here
disappointing
hiring.
thing
They're
is
out here hiring,
They
bro.
should have said nothing and just allowed people to do the mods and everything and just roll on.
They out here
Don't give
hiring.
people false hope. And then don't drop a statement at 2 a.m. in the morning like I'm not gonna see
Aye.
in the morning.
I
I swear at 2
quoted-
a.m.
I
Slimy
quoted
as
that
well.
shit, bro.
Bro, you was like the
Yeah.
first person to quote tweet. I was like, what the hell? Because I woke up the next morning, like 11 hours later. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'll straight
yo,
away
what is
retweet.
this?
That's like-
Everyone's talking about Kanye. I'm like, forget Kanye, man.
Yeah.
Look, FM's cancelled.
Kanye rants in 2025.
Come on, man.
Put the fries in the
Meaty
bag,
album
man.
in the bag.
Yeah.
We ain't want to hear it, bro.
Bro,
Allow it.
Celtic Shack, bro. Real talk, Celtic Shack. Bro, KG at the next, bro.
Hey, listen. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week. PSA, make sure you check out Fuad and Cam's personal socials this week.
Yes.
Match of Hope in Qatar.
We are going to
Both the
Qatar.
boys are out there. It's going to be an absolute movie.
Make
so make sure you
sure.
stay locked into the personal content.
Yes.
Support
Snapchat,
the
all of that.
man them. Snapchat, Instagram. The links will be somewhere. Make
Hit me
sure
up for
that
the close
you.
friends.
Yeah, make sure.
Nobody go to his close friends. You don't want to be in his close friends.
Real shit go down.
You don't want to be in his close friends.
Support the man them. We've got some stuff planning in the pipeline as well. So make sure you support, like, share, subscribe. More guests, more features. Listen, you don't want to miss what we've got coming for the rest of the season. Like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. Hold tight the next round, participants, and we will be back next week.
Peace.